No, I just remember from your book you write about your house in Jabalia and how you may change a little bit of the street here and there, but and you write about why you always came back to Gaza. You have a PhD from a European university. You could have easily spent the rest of your life living outside of Palestine, but you didn't. And you write about that house, which of course has now been destroyed.
Yeah, actually, I always had the chance to live abroad, actually, but I never wanted. It's not. I love New York, of course. I would say New York is one of my favorite cities. I've been there, and after 11 September directly, I was a journalist, etc. And I love Rome, for example. I studied in Italy, and I love many places. But I love Palestine as well. And if I was telling myself, if everyone like me is going to leave Gaza, who will remain there? So I'm against this brain drain. And I don't like to be this intellectual, like many of the Arabs and third world authors, Chris. They sit in London, having their precious life, or in Paris, or in LA, enjoying American life. Then they talk about the poor people back home. If I have to, I might go to Italy, as I told you, to teach. I don't mind. But temporarily, I have to. I never wanted to stay abroad all my life. Why? Chris, believe me, Gaza is very beautiful. It's a very beautiful coastal city. And it, it's now when we people from Gaza meet, we remember even the taste of coffee in Gaza. We would say, no, all the coffee we have. I remember this in Cairo, we had this talk. No, no, no. For God's sake, no coffee brand in Cairo is similar to the worst coffee brand in Gaza, for example. And this is true. I'm convinced of this. Of course, you might be convinced otherwise. Everybody likes his mom cook, no? Dishes. Everybody of us believes that his mother's dishes are the best on earth, but she might not be actually. But for this I like Gaza. It's where I belong. It's where I can and where I have responsibilities towards the people, because there I I was taught how to tell stories by my neighbors, by my grandmother Aisha, and always I felt a duty, an obligation to retell their stories, to re-narrate their pain and their suffering, to transmit their grief and their hopes, by the way, and their sense of humor as well. So, so when my house was destroyed, then I was, yeah, you know, I cried like, this is normal. We're human at the end. You cannot stand fast forever. So I was crying, and I felt sorry for my characters, the characters of my novels. I said if they came out of my books, if they jumped from the novels, you know, they wouldn't know the place. Still, where they lived, those alleys, which now is damaged, unfortunately. Those alleys and those little paths, between the houses where they lived all their life. But even when I was drawing, sometimes I would draw like the map of the scene, or I would say the stage, or the theater of my novel, and always I depict the same area, which is my neighborhood, which is we call it the Jaffan neighborhood, where all the people living there are originally coming from Jaffa, where they were refugees from Jaffa. So I say, wow, now the streets are no more streets, the houses are no more there, the alleys are damaged, everything has changed. So if my characters they walk, they wouldn't know the place of the house, and if they find the house where they lived and where they were born, actually, they will not recognize it. I used to sit down near the outdoor of the house, looking to the stairs, wooden stair inside the house, which was to my room actually. And there I started always to make up my stories. Since I was looking to the sky from the stairs, since I was imagining myself walking up to the sky from this stair. And, but yeah, but again, Chris, I would tell you that the actual war starts after the war finished. My wife, she lost her only sister. She doesn't have sisters or brothers, and she lost her mother as well. But I would say, and until now, Chris, she cries every night. You know why? Because she wishes until now that somebody can take the bones of her sister and her husband and her kids and bury them because they're under the rubble since the 7 to 8 days of the war, i.e., since 290 days or more or less, yeah. So all what she wishes for is to have a grave to visit, to mourn there. And so our sorrow even is postponed. Our pain is not given its duty. You know, so after the war, people will have more time to mourn, to cry, to give respect to their beloved persons who passed in the war. So the actual war, even at the personal level, will start after the war finishes. And of course, just you think of my dad's children. They don't have a place to stay. Even those married, those girls and boys who are married, of my dad's, they don't. Their houses were destroyed as well. So there is no place to go to. There is. So what the people of the north will do, Chris, they will carry their tents on their shoulder and they will walk to the north to set them back again and to live near the rubble of and the debris of their houses. So this is a very long pain. And this is what I'm saying. The aim of this war is to eliminate life from Gaza, to make it something impossible, to make it costing and taxing your not happiness. You'll never feel happy, but your future. So it's a war against the future as well. It's not. Remember, we talked about the war against the past, the memory, the narrative, through culture, destroying monuments, cultures, museums, killing authors, destroying libraries, uh, destroying the archive of Gaza municipality. It's not only against the past; it's against the future as well. To making the future something that will not come and will not exist for the Gazans.